Yellows. I've got some questions for Anthony. Here's the first multiple choice. Which was the bigger financial mistake? Paying Gino, compensating Gino, funding Gino, or D, all of the above?
That's hilarious. Come on.
Do you have any regrets, like Frank Sinatra said in that song?
I've had a few. Yes, there was a couple. Not really regrets. I don't think you could really regret or use the word regret for things that happen while you're doing something you don't know anything about. Like getting Compound Media going, having an ex-NYP lieutenant running the show. It was bound to have be a comedy of errors without much of the comedy part. So, it happened. It was what it was. I think it was 10 really fun years. And, mistakes. Yeah. Here's what I probably should have done when Aaron left. I probably either should have replaced Aaron with somebody or not given Gino Aaron's pay. I doubled Gino's pay when Aaron left. But
wait, you gave him all the money, all the loot?
Yes. The budget for their show was split between Gino and Aaron. And then when Aaron left, I just said, yeah, keep it all. Fuck it.
That's insane.
It is insane. But, I like Gino.
These prices are insane.
I like Gino. I like hanging out.
Yeah, but then Gino, oh my God,
almost
Gino
killed me.
No, but
almost kills me with whiskey.
Yeah, but then Gino must have think like this is the greatest thing I've ever done, running off Aaron Berg.
The only good part is it made it that much more painful when he was fired.
That's what I'm saying. So it set himself up. For a while, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
Yes.
And then he lost his gig, and now he's like, what the fuck am I going to do now?
It's a hard gig to replace financially, I would think. But Gino's...
Yeah, but no one's going to pay him. I mean, who's going to pay him to do what you paid him to do?
He's a strapping young Italian man. He'll do fine.
He won't. He won't.
That's
my prediction.
Look, I'm certainly not making what I was making at NEW or Sirius XM satellite radio. Losing those gigs, I understand what it's like to lose
you put money away. You didn't live in East Harlem when you worked at Sirius Satellite Radio. Across the projects like the Jeffersons.
Point taken.
I'm moving on up.
Yeah.
Good one, Stokely. This is from Stokely again. Anthony, multiple choice. Did you smell Jim's fingers or Nikki's? Did they smell like A, poop, B, tuna McNuggets, D, C, Don Jameson, or D, I shouldn't have picked Gino? All right,
and then there's the other, what problem do you have with, besides all the past shit, Gino? Now, Gino, Gino is a good friend of mine. I love him. I hang out when I'm up in New York.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine, Anthony.
Who is?
And I said any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Oh. An enemy of yours and mine is an enemy of theirs.
Me casa is you casa, whatever the fuck they say.
Oh, I love it.
No, listen, man. I'm enjoying Gino's downfall. I think it's terrific. Like you like Uncle Rico. I enjoy Gino's downfall as much as you like Uncle Rico. It's fun to watch.
You think he's going through a downward spiral or
a bit? Did you see his clip? I think I had it. Gino's clip from his show last night. He's talking about COVID and the vaccine.
Yeah, because that's been one of Gino's big things that he does.
4 years ago.
It was
when we talk about the polio vaccine. It's a rearview mirror at this point. People are clapping, and it's like, it's the same people there, whatever.
It's sort of, I don't know, COVID, the whole thing is sort of a metaphor for government overreach and stuff. So you could look at it in retrospect, but it kind of is a reflection of what's happening now in government. Did he say that? I hope he said
no, he didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Then he's just looking in the rearview mirror.
I didn't say any of that. He's a fucking idiot. I thought I had a thing. No, I know it's on my Twitter anyway, but it doesn't matter. No, Gino's. Listen, I don't want to talk. You don't have to go into personal stuff, but The wedding was fun and everything.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, they got married. They seem like married. What is it now? 90% of all marriages fail. I don't even know.
I don't know.
But hey, mine didn't make it. So who am I to say? But I think they're a lovely couple, and I think they'll grow old together. him much sooner than her. $100?
Well, you think it's fake? Remember, I thought we were laundering money.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a week's pay at Compound for you. You made it in a minute.
Where it all started. Yeah, I mean, I think you missed the point of it. All started. Me complaining about the $100 a week was because that was when Gino was doxing me, and I was like,
okay.
I'm like, wait, you guys expect me to get doxed by Gino for $100 a week? It's one thing if I'm making a lot of money, and it's part of the give and take of making a lot of money,
right?
Gino's gonna dox me, whatever. But I was doing it for $100 a week. I was like, fuck this.
And in a brilliant turnaround, because Gino doxed you, you turned around and doxed me.
No, what happened was I threatened to dox you, and I never did. But then
you put my phone number out there.
No, I didn't.
But I
made somebody do it.
Oh, okay. You extorted somebody into doxing me.
Yes, because I never did it, but somebody was Ray DeVito.
Right.
He was getting doxed by Gino.
Yeah.
So I told Ray, I said, the way you stop it is dox Cumia.
Ah.
And I said, and he's like, he was afraid to. I said, well, I'm not paying you unless you do it.
So literally extorted him.
Right.
Nice. No, it didn't do anything. I got a few.
Yeah, plus, everyone.
I don't pick up calls from my family. I'm not going to pick up
me neither.
Unknown call from West Virginia.
I know who picks up their phone anyway.
No one. Like mental patients pick their phones up when they ring.
Yeah, then I would get texts, and then you just block them, so it doesn't even matter,
It's not like the old day. You're sitting at home and ring, the phone rings.
Everybody runs to the phone.
Everyone runs. It's some guy pranking you because you were doxxed. That didn't happen back then. It just rang, and then if somebody kept calling you and pranking you, take it off the hook,
right,
for a little while.
First of all, when you said yours didn't make it, yours was doomed from the start. First of all, you got married when you were nothing, and then you got more successful, and she couldn't handle it, right?
Yeah. That bitch, she couldn't handle me wanting to have sex with other women.
No, but seriously, women think they're so cool, but they're not. They always think like they want you to be successful, but not too successful, because they might lose you or whatever.
Yes, that's exactly it. They see a guy and they're like, oh, that success is like an aphrodisiac to them. They love it. And then you hit a point and they're like, oh, I don't like this at all. You're staying home, you're doing this, and it becomes detrimental to your road to further success. They're trying to hold you back.
Trying to make you miserable. You're like killing in a radio, and now she's trying to make you miserable, which is not good for your career. It's not good for anything, just because she's threatened by your success.
She was helping my career by falling down off of a bar stool while my general manager and program director was standing right there. That was a fun moment to have to laugh like, she's like that. So embarrassed.
Who's this dumb guy? Oh, that's my wife.
Yeah. Oh, it was so embarrassing. And then during the divorce, they want money from the success that you got. Even though she was things up, I still transcended and made a lot of money.
She didn't.
And then she wants some.
She didn't write a lot of bits for you, did she?
No.
I mean, like how they want credit for your success.
All of them.
Okay, I've said this many times on my show, so I'll let you answer it since we already hit the goal. Your boy Gavin thinks that I don't even know how to word this. Jimmy Norton is married.
Yes, to a transgender woman.
And Gavin thinks some people, these people suffer from mental illness. What's your take? What say you?
Yeah. I think that, and I've said this before, Jimmy even had this his wife as a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. I think that the vast majority of transgender, especially these men that think they're women, I think the vast majority are mental patients, mentally ill. They're we shouldn't even give them any mind. They should be in institutions. But there is probably a very, very small percentage.
And luckily Nikki is in that small percentage.
I guess, look, if you're kind of passable, if you're, you come off, you're dainty like a girl. Like if you put a dress on and just started saying, I'm now Kathy. I'm Kathy Brennan. I'm Kathy Brennan, fucker. Like people would go, that man's a mental pit. They kind of say that now, even without the dress.
Without the wig.
Yeah, a nice wig, sure. But you wouldn't pass. You would come off as a nut. There's a certain thing that I think there are people that, and I think it is a mental issue, but it's different than the nut job mental issue that a lot of these men that put on a dress and say they're women are going through.
And they want to get into swim meets and stuff.
Yeah, shit like that. Gavin, I think Gavin thinks all transgender people are mental patients. And, I don't think I'm far off from thinking the same thing, but I think there are these very, very few anomalies, like, a unicorn or something.
Who has the least amount of talent between Carl, Gino, and E-Rock?
Carl, Gino, and E-Rock. Comedically, probably E-Rock. He's not like a comic or anything.
Is E-Rock a buffoon?
No. E-Rock is I think he's a little spectrumy. E-Rock has some great talents besides eating that I think translate well into a geeky, nerdy podcast that he does. But it's not for everybody, obviously. But and this, like, how come comics and comedy love me, including your boy Norton? It's not. See, there's a difference between loving someone and just not really paying them any mind. In this universe of the Dabbleverse, Chad is kind of an asshole guy. People don't like him. And it's like, well, you guys don't like me, but look at these guys love me. They don't love you. You're just there. You're just there. It's like saying you love a fire hydrant. You walk out and you're there. You just don't see it. You don't notice it. You don't care about it. But if you go on a show where their show is based on hating fire hydrants, then you're going to think everyone hates you. So,
yeah, there is an element of professional wrestling here. And Chad's like a professional heel.
Yeah. All these guys are a little narcissistic, if you ask me, too. It's like you live in a little Dabbleverse bubble, and the people that shit on you, you really think they care enough to shit on you. No, it's, I got 5-10 minutes left in a show. I got to put something up there. Oh, this guy's a douchebag. So,